what we have come up with, the Friends of St. John, is we have come up with a couple principles of Catholic caregiving. So looking at caregiving from a Catholic perspective or from a faith-based perspective. And as I said before, I don't know what other people do in other religions and what other religions, what their comfort is in their, or in a person that doesn't have a faith. But looking at it from a Catholic's point of view, we are very, very fortunate because we have resources of our parish, our church, the sacraments. And I think one of the things we can look at it is to look at caregiving as a spiritual challenge, a spiritual journey. And so we have picked kind of a couple topics that we see that if you approach caregiving, it will make it easier on you, and it will help you identify what that journey is. And one of them is love and respect. If your care for your person, your care receiver, whoever's receiving the care, if you're showing love and respect, you are doing it the Catholic way. We've been told to do that. We've been told to take care of our brothers and sisters. We've all the way through. It's one of the things that as a Catholic and a person of faith, we can look at this not from the point of responsibility. I mean, maybe another way of looking at it would be, I'm responsible, I'm supposed to do this for my parent, that kind of thing. But instead, looking at it from the point of love and respect. And I have seen things when I've gone into homes that someone will be, like the adult child will be behind the parent, and I'll be talking to the parent, and then the person behind will be saying no, and all kinds of signs, like the crazy and everything. And you think, what in the world? That is so disrespectful. And how do we look at all of our caregiving experiences? How do we look at it based on love and respect? If you suggest something and you throw it against the wall of love and respect and it says, then you probably don't have a good solution. You probably need to look more, or try something different, or pray harder, whatever it happens to be. Because that's the core of it. That's what it's all built on. Love of your parents, respect of your parents, but also of commitment of a spouse, a marriage. When you look at all of it, if you're looking at it from a point of love and respect, you're doing okay on it. Another one is, and we kind of came up with this, and again, it seems kind of obvious and then not, the idea that caregiving is pro-life. We have been very active in encouraging people to realize that caregiving is pro-life. That's one of the phrases we have on almost all of our paperwork. Because as the movement has already seen pro-life being at the beginning of life and protecting life at the very beginning from conception, we need to put that same effort in protecting the end of life, going to natural death. And we're hoping is that we can say to people, okay, just like when there's an abortion situation and they say, well, I can't take care of the kids, okay, then adopt. And so adoption is the alternative. If you can't take care of someone, baby, then that person could be adopted. And what we're saying at the other end of the whole thing is that same type of idea. The alternative to assisted suicide is caregiving. And if we're going to say we need caregivers, then caregivers have to play this role as people of faith and as people who are pro-life and respect life and the culture of life. We have to give support to the people that are doing the caregiving. And that's when we as Catholics look at this, we need to be looking at our role as pro-life, that it is womb to tomb protection of life. And we have a responsibility of trying to figure out how to help people realize that the alternative to assisted suicide and end of any euthanasia, any of the end of life issues, the alternative to that is caregiving. That's what we have to support.